Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here I am with a new video on the subject my practical examination as a 12th grader. And now the subject has changed. My practical was of physics, which was dated 22nd of January 2026. So I went to the school at my reporting time, which was 9 a.m. in the morning. So we were one day before informed that we have to take care of and we have to buy a lab coat with us, get the lab coat. So while the practical examination, we have to wear it the whole in the whole duration. So we wear that white coat, and we all students sat up on the seats that was allocated to us. Then we were provided with the board copies that was provided in all the practical examinations. Similarly, here we have the board copies, which is one for one student, which has approximately 6 to 7 pages. So similarly, as in my previous video, computer science, I have told that some questions are asked and then you have to answer it. But in the physics and chemistry case, you have to write the experiments or the test that you have prepared from your lab manual that is in your school was provided. So I was quite sure, and I was like taught by my teacher that I have to prepare any two experiments, from one from section A and one from section B. So a lab manual always have a section A and section B's activities and experiments. So my lab manual have like section A I have done 4 experiments, section B I have done 4 experiments. In my lab manual, total I have to minimally write 8 experiments. So we have completed our lab manuals, projects, files. So my project file topic was also magnetic materials. I was prepared for it, and the lab manual that we have to write the experiments in my board practical copy. So teachers have provided the different experiment names to each student. So my experiment for section 1 was Ohm's law, the first experiment. So I wrote it in my examination notebook. Then for section B I have to write experiment 2, and then whatever the experiment was allotted to you, you have to write it. Is allotted to you, you have to write it. Then I just got PN junction diode experiments. So I wrote it that observation tables should be cleanly maintained in the notebook. Also you have to tuck the graphs. So I prepared the graph, went to the lab, and just take the reading in the front of the examiner, and just when I take the readings, I just draw the graph, and I just get to my teacher, and just he tucked the graphs. So for Ohm's law, we have 2 graphs for the slope of resistivity of wire 1, wire 2. And similarly for PN junction, I have 2 graphs for reverse wires and forward wires. So I just draw them. All students were doing the same activity. Then the vice principal came, and then he said we need a cbse board photograph, group photograph, while doing the activity in the lab. So we just do the photograph session with the lab practical examiner, who came from St. Mary's. She was quite sweet. It was not as much as looking tough. It was easy. You can do it. Like, practicals are right. Senior says right that practicals are nothing but just a FOMO. Nothing happens. It just goes smoothly. What just you have to do? You have to be calm, cool, and composed while the practical day. So I just so we all completed our practical copies, and then it time comes where we just have to went to the examiner for viva. So we were approximately 120 students in my school, because we have science stream 3 sections. So one by one every student. So as we are good in strength, so 4 to 5 students were going together at a time to the examiner for viva, but examiner was examining one by one. So when my turn came, it was about after 60, no, after 60 students. Actually we have 2 days for the practical, so second day was my practical, 20 seconds ko. So when my turn came, so the examiner was already have taken too much of the vivas, but I went with my group, which we have only 5 to 6 students. So first he examined the first students whose roll number is before me, so he asked just him, and then my turn came. He took my material, he took my stuff, and then going through it, and then he just asked me about questions about capacitor. Then he asked me what is my favorite chapter. Then I told him that as I have read it all the syllabus, so that is not matter to me ki, which chapter is my most favorite, but I felt about semiconductor, that is going to be my favorite chapter for the now. So he just start asking questions about semiconductor, where he asked me 3 to 4 questions. Maybe our examiner will not ask too much questions, but our examiner was like, I'll ask you 6 to 7 questions minimum, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to maximum. So from other students, when I asked that how many questions the examiner asked you, so someone said 11, someone said 12. I was like, oh my god, he just asked me 4 to 5 questions, thank god. But it varies to the student too, that he is answering or not. But if your first impression is good, you are looking confident, if you are looking confident to the examiner, greeting him goodly, wisely, and you are answering and explaining it very clearly, or in English actually, because you are an cbse student, so you have to prefer English. Unfortunately, for those who can't speak, maybe I get wrong in English, but it doesn't mean I have to just like start speaking in Hindi. So I also answered in English. Somewhere students are giving answers in Hindi too, because it's very nice if you can't give answer in English, so just don't leave it. Yeah, whatever the language is, you have to give the answer, right? So after the viva, I went to the classroom and just so what I noticed, some students even don't greet the examiner. So the mistake which I don't made in my examination is that I greeted the examiner in all my practicals, and the second is my language, and the third is be confident. सो अभी तो मेरा रिजल्ट आया नहीं है एग्जाम प्रैक्टिकल्स का, बट जब भी मेरा प्रैक्टिकल का रिजल्ट आएगा, आई विल शो इट टू यू and I'll make another video on it, so that to prove that my experience was not wrong, I am guiding you the right path, to the right path. So at last I would suggest, so just don't hurry, be confident, speak in English, be calm, and put a big smile on, slight sweet smile on your face, and just when you enter the examination hall, just ask for the permission to come in, just ask the permission to sit. So may I sit, sir? May I sit, ma'am? So and just greet him or her with a sweet smile, and say whatever the gesture, like in our school we have to join our hands while greeting the teachers, so I did it. And then just to at the end, thank you ma'am, thank you sir, just to show the teacher that you are confident, you are calm, and you are respectful. To create an impact, you have to, and just politely, wisely, and elaborate the topic that the examiner is asking. Whether your answer is wrong, you can say, sir, I take care upon it, I'll read it after the exam, I'll read it the next day, sorry sir. But it doesn't mean that you have to waste the time of the examiner. Oh sir, I know it. No, if you don't know it, just go with it, that sir, I will take care it, I will read it next time. now I can't gather any thought, or if you know the answer, just elaborate it very clearly. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys for listening me, and this is me, Tanu. So like, share, subscribe, and bye.